Hello and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. So we just got the Requiem of Spirit and our first introduction to the Spirit Temple. Unfortunately, we're not able to get in there right now. So now we have to go back to being a kid. And do believe, yep, we've still got a bug and a bean, so we're good. Okay, so now that we're back at the Desert Colossus / the Spirit Temple, there is something that we do have to do, which obviously by me checking for a bean and a bug, I'm pretty sure that you know where I'm going with it, so I don't know why I didn't just pull them out while I was looking at them. But yeah, so we most certainly are done with the soil patches at this point, so just gotta wait for the Skulltula to pop out. Pretty sure this one kicks out towards the wall. Hopefully? Yeah, towards the wall. And that's the last one for that. And then we have one more magic bean ride to take, so that'll be nice to finally be done with that. I'm gonna grab probably my bombs and my slingshot for now. So we're gonna ignore the Armos, and if you remember, we had a little kid-sized hole that is now being blocked by who we can assume is Naboober. Haven't seen you around, kid. What do you want? I'm just gonna skip to the nothing really. You have nothing to do? What good timing. Can you do me a favor, kid? Wait a second. I want to ask you, first. You wouldn't happen to be one of Ganondorf's followers, would you? Well, what if I am? Don't try to act cool, kid. I was just asking. Kid like you could never be one of Ganondorf's followers. Well, let's cut to the chase. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am Naboober, of the Gerudo. I am a lone wolf thief. But don't get me wrong. Though we're both thieves, I'm completely different from Ganondorf. With his followers, he stole from women and children, and he even killed people. A kid like you may not know this, but the Gerudo race consists only of women. Only one man is born every 100 years. Even though our laws say that lone male Gerudo must become the king of the Gerudo, I'll never bow to such an evil man. By the way, what is your name, kid? Link? What kind of name is that? Well, anyway, I want to ask you a favor. Will you go through this tiny hole and get a treasure that's inside? The treasure is the silver gauntlets. If you can equip them, you can easily push and pull very heavy things. No, kid. Don't even think about taking the treasure for yourself. The silver gauntlets won't fit a little kid like you if you try to equip them. I want you to be a good boy and give them to me. Ganondorf and his minions are using the Spirit Temple as a hideout. Only the silver gauntlets will allow me to sneak deep into the temple. Once there, I'm going to steal all the treasure inside and mess up their plans. How about it? Will you do it? I mean, yeah, I said I had nothing better to do. Thanks, kid. You and I, let's give Ganondorf and his followers a big surprise, shall we? If you can successfully get the silver gauntlets, I'll do something great for you. Okay. Okay, so now that we've gone through, here's where I strongly advise putting on your Hylian shield because there are bats overhead. Yeah. And just like that, I would have lost my, my Kokiri shield. Come on, come on. There you go. Ah. Okay, and now we'll take care of those guys. Nice and simple. And then so that's going to open up both the doors. If you come through here, there's going to be a locked door that needs a key. So that's ultimately what we're going to be trying to grab. And we have a giant Stalfos to start. Oh. Aha. Oh. It's not fair. He's got a better reach than I do. I have the stubby little adventurer's arms. Oh, right, this guy I don't believe falls off. Come on. There we go. Man, he's annoying. Nope. Get rid of that guy. Then we need our boomerang. You just want to send it out on a bit of an angle. Oh, come on. No need to be like that. There we go. And again, you can do this in whatever order. The other door does open. I believe there is a way to get through. This is just the way I've always done it. And so the idea behind this puzzle is, as you can see, we have an Anubis. They're vulnerable to fire, so normally what you do is you get them to line up, and then you activate the switch by hitting it while he's standing over by the door, and then it would defeat him. However, we have Dim's fire, so we're just going to make very quick work of this puzzle. Just like that. But yeah, so that thing just mirrors your move throughout the entire room, so. Alright, watch for the shadows of the monsters that hang from the ceiling. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. So there's the wall master. That piece. On the other side. Gotta collect these guys. Looks like everything's on the other side, to be honest. Did I get everything in this room? Oh yeah. Don't walk over the gold sculpture right there, because it will just knock you off, so just a heads up on that. Yeah. See, I wasn't even actually on the wall and it still hit me, so. Ah, all the keys! There we go. So then what we do is we obviously get our gold token. And then we light the 2 torches, because, I mean, at this point in the game, stuff like that should be pretty apparent. Like, it shouldn't be brain-busting this late into the game. So now that we have our small key, we can go back to the main room that we came in. And this is the door that was opposite the one we went into in this main room here. So, again, it just circles back on itself. I do believe if you go in the right one, now that I've gone through it, you can light the torches and then go around the opposite side, or you can just do that at the point that I did it, so. Okay, now this is going to give us access to the main part of the temple. Okay. We're going to climb all the way up. And then right on the wall behind us is where that scritching is coming from. So there we go. And that guy. That one. Come on. Yeah, this is another point when having your Deku sticks out is valuable. Just like before, the Lizalfos are not that threatening. Like, they're still pretty easy, so you don't need to concern too much about it. And if you hit that switch, it'll drop this chest over here, which I do believe this houses bomb chews. Nope, blue rupee. So that was not helpful. So there's a couple ways to do this. The way I usually do it is I aim, cook a bomb, and once it's close enough, it just opens up the wall. You can use bomb chews the same way, time them out. It does take a little bit of practice, but it's not too big of a deal. And drop that. Now, before we go up there, we actually have something we can do here. And what we can do is light these 2 torches. And acquire ourselves one of the main items. Spoiler alert, it's the same one that it is every time first. I think every time. Yes. So now we have the dungeon map already, so that's definitely going to be helpful. It's one less thing for us to collect on our way through. And the door that opened up is actually over here. Go around this way. And through this door. Now, this is an annoying room. This always is a room that feels like it takes forever. I've just grown to despise this room for some reason. It's not like it's particularly difficult, it's just kind of the room that stands out that I just don't really enjoy doing. But first and foremost, get rid of the Beamos and collect all of the silver rupees. Go. Come on. Go. And the last one in the corner. And what that's going to do is it's going to activate a torch, which will have us run a lap around the room. I don't mind the torch puzzles for the most part. But I think after you have to go through and defeat the Beamos while collecting all the silver rupees, then coming back and I want to say that chest is not that important. So we'll see. So we're just going to unblock this. Now, the nice thing about this puzzle that makes it a little bit better is you don't have to pull it any other direction than this one. You just have to pull it far enough. So don't worry about centering it in the sunshine. Well, you can just right here. hub up here. I want to say it's going to be like bombs or something in here. Oh, it's a key, so I did need to do that. Turns out, I'm losing my touch. Of course, we hear that thing immediately. And I'm going to replace Din's Fire with my Boomerang. Because I'm going to want my Deku Sticks for the next room. I can promise you that. And once we come in here... So this is an Iron Knuckle. You can walk up to him all you want, but he will not do anything until you strike him. Now this guy is why you would really like to have Neighbor's Love, because if you're on a 3-heart challenge, I believe this guy can one-shot you, so... So just like most enemies when you're using the Deku Sticks, the hard part is, yeah, see, he does 4 hearts of damage, so if you're on a 3-heart challenge, I strongly recommend using Nehru's Love. There we go. So, not that big of a deal. It's not super strong, but like I said, if you're on a 3-heart challenge, he will one-shot you. So, definitely pick up Nehru's Love to make this fight a lot easier. Or just make sure you're stocked up on fairies. That's the other thing you can do. Okay, Pora Gabora. Hey, what's up, Link? Surprised to see me? Long time in this world is almost nothing to you, is it? How mysterious. Even I thought that the tales of a boy who could travel back and forth through time was merely a legend. Link, you have fully matured as an adult. I'm 7, dude. From now on, the future of all the people in Hyrule is on your shoulders. Maybe it's not my time anymore. Here is my last advice. 2 witches inhabit this temple. In order to destroy them, turn their own magic powers against them. Hoo-hoot! Do you want to hear what I said again? No, absolutely not. I will continue to watch you. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoot! That cat. Now, after every boss fight, we always have hee-hee-hee. Treasure! We want the treasure. So we found the silver gauntlets. If you wore them, you would feel power in your arms. The power to lift big things with A. But these gauntlets won't fit a kid. Plus, you promised to give them to Niburu. You should keep your word. Hey, where are you taking me? Yeah, let me go. You fiends, Ganondorf's minions. Link, get out of here now. These witches, they're using black magic on me. And just off they go. Yeah, it just sucked a person into an abyss, and now they're just like, see ya. Like it's nothing. Okay, so our next step is we're actually going to go back to the Temple of Time and become Adult Link, because there's something I want to do before we continue on forward. Yes, so we're gonna warp to the Temple of Time. Okay, we go back over, and so I believe this is the last time that we'll need to be Kid Link, if I've done this correctly. And so now all we have to do is basically become Adult Link and then finish out the rest of the adventure, I hope. I always get paranoid when I start thinking of this part. It's like, do I need to go back? So we'll find out. Alrighty, so now that we are Adult Link, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video once I leave the temple here, and I'm actually going to come back when we're in Zora's Fountain. So that'll be the next place we need to go to if you're following along. Alrighty, now that we're at Zora's Fountain and it's nighttime, we can collect the last Skulltula for this area. Now this one does require our shiny new toy, the Silver Gauntlets, because over by the Fairies Fountain, there's a boulder that we were not able to do anything with. I didn't try to blow it up or show it off or anything, it just left it be. But it's this guy right here. And... Eh? What the? That can't be right. What the? Did I always have to do that? I want to say no. I want to say the Silver Gauntlets should have just opened that, and that was just a weird glitch that it did. Regardless, now that we're down here, generally what you want to do is put on your Lens of Truth, and as you can see, there are Skulltulas all the way up. Okay, stop. Let's look for someone who knows something about the sages. Yeah, okay. I'm already in the middle of something, but why don't we see if we can take care of that as we go? That's kind of my advice to Navi. Oh, dropping stuff. So yeah, that can throw you off if that's the first time you go through there and you haven't got your Lens of Truth. You can run into a couple problems. But now that we have, oh. If I am correct, then this should be the last one. Yeah, so we've got Zora's Domain, Kokiri's Forest, Kakariko, Death Mountain, Hyrule, Market we're not done yet, Lon Lon Ranch we're done, Lake Hylia we're done, Gerudo Valley we're done, Gerudo's Fortress we're not, but we know about that one, so it's not a big deal. And, yeah, and then we have Gerudo's Fortress, Haunted Wasteland, so we're getting pretty close to done with all of them. The rest are not brain-bustingly hard to find at all. And remember, we do still have 2 temples to go, so that's going to encompass most of what's left. So that definitely helps. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video here, and then on the next episode, we're going to come back in at the Gerudo's Fortress to take care of the next task before we continue on to the Spirit Temple. So thank you so much for checking out the video. If you did like it, don't forget to drop a like. If you really liked it, don't forget to subscribe on your way over to your next video. And until the next one, thank you, and all the best.